With less than a month to go in the girls basketball regular season, we've got a non-conference premier matchup between two of the best small school teams in the state. The Division IV number 2 St. Mary Catholic Zephyrs of Neenah hosting the Division V number 3 ranked Pacelli Cardinals of Stevens Point. Good evening, folks, from St. Mary Catholic High School in Neenah, Wisconsin. My name is Gunnar Zippert, along with Katie Leckton on the production side of today's broadcast. Our pregame show today is presented by Auto Select. Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires, as well as complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, as well as Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Two top 3 teams in their respective divisions will not meet in the state tournament as St. Mary's D4, Pacelli D5, but Pacelli on the season with just one loss, St. Mary the same. St. Mary coming in at 14-1, Pacelli at 10-1, although technically 11-1. They had a forfeit victory over Port Edwards from a week ago or so. Both teams currently in first in their conference. St. Mary 7-0 in the Big East North, and Pacelli 4-0 in the Central Wisconsin South. These two teams met last year. In February, it was St. Mary going on the road and getting a 19-point victory in that one, 75-56. The leading scorers in that game for both sides were seniors. Emily Vogel with 23 for the Zephyrs and Kaylin Yenter with 16 for Pacelli. So both of those players gone on now to college. Chloe Vogel playing at UWEC. And it's a new look for this Zephyrs team as they've got 4 new starters this season. A very young team with just 2 seniors, and neither of those seniors in the starting lineup. Main contributors this season have been the junior class, 5 juniors and 2 sophomores. Leading scorer on the season so far for St. Mary, Autumn Crow, a junior averaging over 22 points per game. And in second, her classmate Lucy Knackers averaging 11.8. Then sophomore Gabby Guerrero at 10 points even. For the Cardinals of Pacelli, lost fewer starters from last year. I believe 2 starters moved on, including Kaylin Yenter. But you still got Jaden Zadroik leading the way, the junior, 5'10 point guard, averaging nearly 17.5 points per game, followed by senior captain Ella Van Order, 14.5, and junior guard Maddie Pionic at 13.2. The Cardinals on the year, the only game of theirs that I've covered was their lone loss to one of the top teams in Division III, La Crosse Aquinas. But ever since that game, they've gone on a 9-game win streak where the average margin of victory nearly 39 points, including a big-time revenge victory over Wisconsin Rapids Assumption by 24 points, Assumption being the team that knocked Pacelli out of the playoffs a year ago and went on to win the D5 state title. And for St. Mary on the season, the only loss was to Oostburg. That came recently, and Oostburg, the Division III number 1, arguably a top 5 team in the state. Regardless of division, they're the leaders in the Big East and North. That was a crossover between the two teams in first place in the halves of the Big East Conference. 57-73 in that one, but otherwise it's been a perfect 14-0 for the Zephyrs under the legendary head coach Jeff Chu in his 26th year here at St. Mary's, 31st overall. He had a 5-year stint in Hortonville. And overall, Jeff Chu, 551 and 206. Good for a 73% winning percentage. He's currently 11th all-time in girls basketball head coaching wins. And with a good rest of the season, he could pull into either 10th or 9th this season. 2-time state champion in 1998 in WIAA before the private schools and public schools joined under the WIAA banner. And then again in 2009, WIAA Division IV champs, as well as 2 times runner-up, including last season. The Zephyrs fell in the D4 state title game to Cuba City, but Cuba City getting moved up to Division III, making St. Mary one of the favorites this season at the Division IV level. And Pacelli certainly a favorite in Division V as well, as we've got 2 of the top 3 teams in their respective divisions. Pre-game warm-ups just about winding down here. We'll get the national anthem. We'll send it over to PA Kelly Weiss.
to the Cool Gymnasium at St. Mary Catholic High School. Tonight's girls basketball matchup features the visiting Cardinals from Pacelli High School and your St. Mary Catholic Suburbs. St. Mary Catholic High School, Pacelli High School, the Big East Conference, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or other intimidating and unsportsmanlike actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you. At this time, we ask those that are able to stand for a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask you to watch over the players, coaches, officials, and spectators during the competition. We also ask that you help everyone return safely to their homes tonight. We ask this in your name, amen. Mary, our patron and mother of us all, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to remain standing, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the singing of the national anthem by SMC Junior Mina Jackson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Always very impressive when one of the players in tonight's contest performs the Star Spangled Banner. That was SMC Junior Mina Jackson. And back to Kelly Weiss for the starting lineups.
First, for the visiting Cardinals of Pacelli High School, junior number 3, Haley Shizeski. Junior number 5, Madeline Piana. Freshman number 13, Kinsley Shirk. Junior number 22, Jaden Zoid. And senior number 33, Ella Van Order. The Cardinals are coached by Allison Smagwick, Jane Elliott, and Angelo Ruscott. And now, the starting lineup for St. Mary Catholic Suburbs. Junior number 2, Mitzi Macaulay. Junior number 3, Lucy Norville. Sophomore number 5, Gabby Guerrero. Junior number 10, Autumn Rhodes. And junior number 15, Lucy Necker. Staff is coached by John Chewin, assisted by Dave Monch, Laura Ortoni, and Jack Watermore. Your wishes for tonight's
Thank you to once again to Kelly Weiss on the PA. Our pregame show tonight presented by Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, as well as Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. So for Coach Smaglick and the Pacelli Cardinals, you've got 3 juniors, a freshman, and a senior in the starting lineup. The freshmen, Kinsley Shirk, juniors, Haley Shizeski, Maddie Pionik, Jaden Zadroik, and the senior co-captain Elevan Order, number 33. It's going to be Shizeski on the tip against St. Mary's number 3, Lucy Norville, a junior. Norville in the starting lineup along with her classmate Bitsy McCauley, a junior. Sophomore Gabby Guerrero, junior Autumn Crow, and junior Lucy Knackers. So 4 juniors and a sophomore for the Zephyrs. They go inside on their first possession off the inbound, and it's going to be Autumn Crow averaging 22 points a game. She's got her first 2 of the night. And a bit of a press on for the Zephyrs, but the Cardinals able to get it across half court. Leading scorer for this offense for Coach Smaglick in her 3rd year, Jaden Zadroik. Not quite as long of a coaching career for Coach Smaglick as Coach Chu on the other side, but still a very impressive 54-10 overall record for Allison in her 3rd year, and she's provided some real stability for this program as the 3 seasons preceding her, they had 3 different coaches. 3-time defending conference champions as well. They go inside to Crow again, and Autumn Crow off to a 4-0 lead by herself in terms of scoring. Pacelli gets it across half court. This is Haley Shizeski, the junior. Got her pocket picked, and it's going to be turned over on the second possession, just as it was on the first for Pacelli. Crow drives into the lane. She found Lucy Norville, and they're going to kick it out to the lone sophomore in the starting lineup. This is Gabby Guerrero, standing at just 5'4", but averaging 10 points a game. She's not only new as a varsity starter, she's a varsity newcomer altogether, as there was 7 seniors on this Zephyrs team that graduated from a year ago. And Lucy Knackers knocks down the 3-pointer from the right wing. It's a 7-0 early lead for the Zephyrs. Zadroik is going to handle the offense. Nice baseline drive, but it gets swatted down low. I believe that was Lucy Knackers with the block, and it'll stay with Pacelli. Nice recovery by the Zephyrs on defense. Pacelli in their road red uniforms with the navy blue piping down the side, white numbers and letters outlined in navy, and you got the Zephyrs in their home whites, the dashed blue and yellow stripes down the side of the jerseys, and you've got the yellow lettering for the numbers and navy on the front for the Zephyrs. Zadroik looking to get her team on the board and not able to maintain her dribble there, but it's going to be turned over right back by Norville as she fell to the floor. No foul called, and that's going to benefit Coach Smaglick's team. Pacelli, the 3-time defending Central Wisconsin Conference South Division champs. The Zephyrs 4 times in a row have won the Big East North coming into this year. Pacelli again turning it over, and back in transition, Zadroik with the block, but she'll be called on the foul. And heading to the line for our first free throws of the night is Lucy Knackers. It's going to be on Zadroik. So Pacelli with just 1 field goal attempt thus far, and it was blocked. And this will be Knackers at the line, a 68% shooter. Knocks down the first and extends the lead to 8-0. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Knackers goes 2 for 2. She's got 5 points to lead all scorers. Autumn Crow with the other 4, and Pacelli looking to get on the board. This time, bit of trouble on the inbound against the press break, but it is turned back over as the Zephyr player stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Zadroik giving to Pionic. Maddie Pionic, second leading scorer on this team, goes inside to Shizeski. Active hands for the Zephyrs, forcing another turnover, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Zadroik. It was Guerrero in transition. Pacelli's got the relative size advantage, but they haven't been able to get into their half-court offense yet, as the Zephyrs' tenacious defense has been forcing turnover after turnover. This is Crow for 3, no good, but an easy offensive rebound and put back forward Bitsy McCall. She gets her points of the night. It's 11-0, and Coach Smaglick's going to need to call a timeout. We'll head to a break. You're watching WIAA Girls Basketball presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Out of the timeout break for Pacelli. Looking to break this press a little bit more comfortably, and they do just that. They got a 3-on-2. Nice job by Crow to get back on defense. This is Maddie Pionic handling the offense. The one game I called for Pacelli this season, Pionic was unavailable due to injury. So good to see her in the starting lineup. I believe that was the only game she's missed all season. This is Zadroik, the junior point guard, the leader in terms of scoring. Gives to the freshman Shirk, and Shirk ends up dribbling it off her foot and out of bounds. And this is rare territory for Pacelli, especially lately. Like I said in the pregame show, 9-game win streak. They won those games by an average of nearly 39 points. But the Zephyrs are a new level of competition for them, and that's the kind of game you want on your schedule if you're Coach Smaglick, to prepare your team to face the best when you're going to have to face the best in the WIAA postseason. You might not face the Zephyrs as they're a division up, but once you get into those sectional rounds and potentially even a trip to the rest, you're going to be facing teams in Division 5 just as good as St. Mary potentially. Crow into the lane, gets around a couple defenders, and a nice roll for Autumn Crow. She's got 6 points here early. And Maddie Pionic, again, the player to bring it across half court for Pacelli. Pacelli has turned it over a couple of times tonight, and now it's Crow in transition to make it 15-0. She's got 8 on her own. Pacelli, especially in the half-court offense, just not able to get inside the lane, and credit to the Zephyrs. Their defense has given them fits here early on. Pionic goes inside to Van Order. Van Order with the size advantage, and the hook shot no good off the right hand. Nice rebound for Shirk on the floor, and Pacelli with a second chance on this possession, and a foul drawn. Jaden Zadroik was the ball handler, but a non-shooting foul. That's going to be on Lucy Knackers, her first, team's first, as both teams have one foul here early. Glad we were able to get this game in tonight with most of the schools in this area of the state and the central part of the state closed due to cold tomorrow, as Shizeski not able to convert, and a turnover forced by Pacelli. They've got Van Order the other way. Looked like she was fouled there, but no call, and eventually it's taken over by number 22, new to the game, Piper Neubauer for St. Mary Catholic, and turned right back over. Pacelli able to force 4 turnovers themselves. Unfortunately, they've committed 7 here early. Shizeski long 2. Haley Shizeski averaging 11.6 on the year, the 6-foot junior. She's at 6 foot. Ella Van Order at 5'9". They've got a size advantage if they're able to get the ball to them in the half court. Over 5 minutes into this one, a 15-point lead for the Zephyrs, and a miss forced there. It was Autumn Crow taking the layup to the hoop. Zadroik gets a head full of steam, and she'll go to the free throw line as she draws the foul. Like I was saying, glad we're able to get this game in. Our third game in 4 days here from Neenah. Our first from St. Mary Catholic. Our second that has positioned a Stevens Point team against a Neenah team. We had the Neenah Rockets against the Stevens Point area senior high Panthers the other night. Zadroik, a 68% free throw shooter, knocks it down and gets Pacelli on the board. And on Monday, we had the Neenah Rockets girls team against Waunakee. last broadcast from the from the Neenah area, I should say. For the foreseeable future on Zaleski Sports, we do have a game in Kaukauna coming up tomorrow, one of the few games that wasn't moved up to tonight. Kaukauna boys, one of the top teams in the Division I, hosting Appleton East in an FVA matchup. Our only other game on the air tomorrow for Zaleski Sports, Chippewa Falls boys basketball at Eau Claire Memorial from the west side, as it's Crow inside drawing a foul. Zadroik was able to make both of her free throws, and now the leading scorer for the opposite side to the line. Autumn Crow, a 77% free throw shooter. That's going to be on Kinsley Shirk, the freshman, her first, team second, as both teams have two fouls now. No good on the first free throw for Crow. She's already got 8 points in this one, averages 22, and splits a pair of free throws here. Zephyrs 3 for 4 from the line tonight. Zadroik is going to dribble against number 15 at Lucy Knackers, and they do get it across half court, have a chance to take advantage, but look at Crow getting back on defense to force the interception. It looked like Ella Van Order was going to have an easy layup, but instead we'll have an underneath inbound. Zadroik will take it out. Van Order in the corner, off of her and out of bounds. It's going to be Zephyr ball. Today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. 16-2 lead for the Zephyrs early in this one, due in large part to their defense forcing a lot of turnovers from this Pacelli offense. The Pacelli defense has held their own after that first timeout was called by Coach Smaglik. They go inside to Knackers. She's got 5 points, but it's going to be stripped away by Zadroik and a steal. Ella Van Order one-on-one if she can accelerate against Neubauer. Euro step by her, and Ella Van Order has got her first points of the night, the first Pacelli field goal. And the senior captain is on the board, number 33. This is Lucy Norville. She gives to the corner for Macaulay. Elizabeth Macaulay goes by Bitsy. And it's going to be turned over to Pacelli. Certainly looked like it was off of Ella Van Order's foot, but it'll be the 5th turnover of the half. 5th turnover of the half for the Zephyrs. First sub into the game for Pacelli, number 24, Peyton Zadroik, the freshman, into the game. Nice pass from Jaden inside to Pionic. And the Pacelli offense starting to get things clicking in the half court. Pionic to the line, 64% free throw shooter. 9 for 14 on the year, and that's going to be the second on Piper Neubauer, the only sub into the game thus far for Coach Jeff Chu. Jeff Chu coached here from 94-95 until 2010-2011. Took the job at Hortonville, coached there for 5 years from the seasons ending in 2012 through 2016, and then came back here to St. Mary Catholic for the 17-18 season, has been here ever since. Pionic unable to make either of the free throws, and at the other end, it's Lucy Knackers with her second bucket of the game. She's got 7 points. So far, Pacelli 2 for 4 at the line. And it's an 18-4 lead for the Zephyrs on their home floor, where they are undefeated this season. Or pardon me, I'm not sure if that Oostburg game was at home or on the road. Peyton Zadroik unable to connect from 3. She's getting back on defense. It's Knackers against Jaden. And Jaden Zadroik blocked the shot, but they're going to call her on the body there. So that's going to be Jaden Zadroik's second foul, and for Coach Smaglik, down early, and now your top scorer with 2 fouls early. See if she gets left in the game. Lucy Knackers back to the line. And she's 3 for 3 to start this one. Already got 8 points. Looking to tie Autumn Crow with 9 if she can make this free throw. It's good, and she's got 9 to tie her classmate Crow. Maida Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items, as well as sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madacustom.com. Ella Van Order unable to convert on the scoop layup. It's going to be the Zephyrs bringing it the other way. Gabby Guerrero goes baseline. Corner three for Norville off the mark. Rebound for Crow, and she's unable to get it to go on the second chance. Looked like there might have been a foul there. Zadroik to Zadroik. Jaden finds Peyton underneath. And for the first time tonight, the Cardinals catch the Zephyrs not getting back on defense. And the freshman on the board. Three-pointer for the Zephyrs to answer right back. And it's 23-6. Ella Van Order pulls up for three, trying to match. No good. Peyton Zadroik fighting for the rebound. It bounces to her. Reverse layup. And that's going to fall. What a nifty piece of work that was. And Peyton's got 4 points early in this one. As we hit the 9-minute mark into the second quarter of tonight's 36-minute contest. Three-pointer on the last possession for the Zephyrs, their second of the night. 23-8. And the Zephyrs have looked comfortable on the offensive end. Gabby Guerrero pulls up for three, little strong. And Zadroik looking to get it to Peyton again in transition. The junior finds the freshman, the Zadroik connection. And Peyton leads all Pacelli scorers with 6. And Jaden with a couple of assists. She's averaging 7 on the year to just 2.5 turnovers per game. Very nice facilitator for this Cardinal offense. In the corner, Norville. Held off the score sheet thus far. They go inside to Crow. Crow looking to back down Pionic. And we're going to have a foul that sends Crow to the line. Fouls on Haley Shizeski, her first, team's fourth. And Autumn Crow back to the line where she's 1 for 2. She's our first player to hit double digits as she makes that free throw. Knacker's back for the Zephyrs, and Kinsley Shirk, the freshman, back on for the Cardinals. And again, Crow splits a pair of free throws. Typically a 77% shooter, but tonight at just 50. 24-10 as the Pacelli offense is getting more comfortable against this defense for the Zephyrs. Peyton Zadroik gives to Jaden. Jaden's only points coming from the free throw line thus far. Has yet to score from the field. Ella Van Order gets the ball stripped. What defense there from Autumn Crow. First turnover in a while for the Cardinals offense after many early in this one, and Zephyrs give it back. It's Shizeski with the steal. Zadroik in transition at the elbow, pulls up off the back iron, and the rebound finds McCauley. McCauley on the move. Kicks it out for 3. Knackers off, and Zadroik off of a Zephyr defender and out of bounds. Inbounder will be Peyton Zadroik. Simplicity CU brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Van Order across the timeline, spin move, and the crowd wants a carry. I think she lost possession there, regains. They find Jaden Zadroik for 3. And Jaden's on the board from the field. She's got 5 points on the night. As the Zadroiks have combined for 11 of the Cardinals' 13 points. 11-point deficit for Coach Smaglick's team, and after they were down early 15-0, they've come roaring back as Crow gets another basket inside, her 5th basket of the night, 12 points for the junior. Zadroik gets through a couple defenders, finds Van Order. Ella pulls up, and the shot's going to be off to the left. Looked like she was maybe a little bit off balance there, and a foul forced. It's going to be on Zadroik. Jaden Zadroik with her 3rd foul, and she was able to play with 2. Might have to see her head to the bench potentially if with her 3 fouls. Leaving her in for now. 26-13 as we approach 6 minutes to go. Gabby Guerrero yet to score in this one, averaging around 10 points a game. The Zephyrs were turning it over a lot early, but just one in the last 5 minutes or so. Shot forced a miss there by Guerrero, but it's taken away by Norville. Guerrero looking to kick it. She regains her dribble, and shot's going to go not out of bounds. Ella Van Order saves it. And Pacelli down 13, looking to finish the first half on a strong note. Jaden Zadroik playing with 3 fouls. Can't risk picking up her 4th. And it's going to be thrown out of bounds nearly. It's picked up by McCauley. McCauley gets her pocket picked as Van Order's got Shirk with her. 2 on 3. Van Order kicks to Peyton Zadroik. Off the backboard, no good, and a rebound for number 33 into the game, Amelia Verlee for the Zephyrs. And into the lane. Nice move for Guerrero. Can't get it to go. As she continues to be held off the score sheet, but a couple of good looks for her. Peyton Zadroik thinks about the deep 3, but Pacelli's going to set up. Get it to Ella Van Order on the left block. Van Order is going to have the runner and does not go, but she'll head to the free throw line. That's going to be on Amelia Verlee, her first. Ella Van Order shooting and can't get the first one to go. On the season, a 79% shooter. It's been a uncharacteristic free throw shooting night for a couple players in this game. Van Order's second one hits nothing but the bottom of the net. And she's got 3 points. Van Order will take a quick rest on the bench, the senior captain. Guerrero's going to man the point for the Zephyr offense. In the corner, it's McCauley. She's got 2 points, averaging around 6 on the year per game. They work it back to McCauley. Left wing 3 off the mark. Verlee with the offensive board. Not able to handle it. Jaden Zadroik ahead to the freshman Shirk. Kinsley goes to her left and is going to give to the corner. It's Maddie Pionik for 3. Off the mark. And a rebound corralled by Lucy Knackers. Knackers with 9 points. Second on the team, gives to Crow, who leads the squad with 12. They kick it back out. Knackers for 3. Short, and Peyton Zadroik unable to get the rebound. Second chance on this possession for St. Mary Catholic. Crow to the hoop and finishes through some contact. She's got 14 to lead all scorers. Again, the press for St. Mary Catholic giving the Cardinals trouble as it's 28-14. They work it to the corner for Knackers, and now back up top to McCauley. Give and go with Knackers heading to the hoop, and we're going to have a foul on Kinsley Shirk. That'll be Shirk's second, team's 6th. So the next foul will be sending the Zephyrs to the line. Inbounder is McCauley. She finds Guerrero on the safety valve pass. Looking to go inside for Verlee. Verlee, left-handed shot. Her first points of the ball game. And a turnover nearly leads to a basket for Guerrero. Third chance here for Crow, and one Autumn Crow. And Krzyzewski's going to check back in. That's going to be on Peyton Zadroik, her first foul, 7th team foul. But just the one shot here for Autumn Crow, who's 2 for 4 from the line. But she's been doing her damage from the field as she knocks that one down to make it a 33-14 ball game. She's got 17 points in this one as they work it to Shizeski on the offensive end. Kinsley Shirk gets a screen, turns to her left again. Shizeski with Van Order posting up for three. Haley shot off the mark, and Crow grabs the rebound. Under 3 minutes to go. Crow in transition goes right at Shizeski. No call either way, and then we get a late call. It appears like it might be a non-shooting foul. It's going to be on Haley Shizeski, but it will be a non-shooting foul, so they're going to call that a loose ball. Shizeski's second. So now you got Shizeski and Peyton. Pardon me. Shizeski and Kinsley Shirk with 2 apiece, and Jaden Zadroik with 3. Lucy Norville back on after Autumn Crow made the front half of the 1-and-1. And she gets them both. She's already shot 7 free throws on the game, and she's 5 for 7. That's on Gabby Guerrero. Her first, team's 5th. And Pacelli gets it over the timeline. It's Kinsley Shirk. Ella Van Order looking to fly down to the post there. As Zadroik pulls up for 3, Jaden's shot no good. Pionic offensive board, and it gets stripped on the second chance shot attempt. And we're going to have a inbound for Pacelli, staying underneath. It was off of Guerrero and out of bounds. Pionic takes it out as St. Mary's started to stretch out their lead again after Pacelli had cut it to as little as 9. Pionic called on the travel. I don't believe a foul was called. So just the travel there. So turnover on Pacelli. As Guerrero looking to work it inside. Skip pass from Norville to Crow. Crow's going to go baseline. Help defense from Jaden Zadroik, but she still finishes through contact. Already her 8th basket of the night, and that doesn't include her 6 points from the free throw line. As she's got 22. Shot no good from Kinsley Shirk, the freshman, but an offensive rebound. Eventually it's Ella Van Order with possession. She gets fouled by Guerrero, and that's going to be Guerrero's 3rd. If I've done my, nope, pardon me, her 2nd. So just the 2nd on Gabby Guerrero. 6th team foul now. So we're under 2 minutes to go, but potentially Pacelli will be able to get to the free throw line towards the end of the first half in the single bonus. Number 14, the other sophomore on this team, Brecken Britsky, getting into the game. And they get it to Knackers in transition, and Coach Maglick will use her second. We'll head on Zaleski Sports. You're watching WIAA girls basketball, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
Second timeout used by Coach Allison Smaglik. She's got 3 remaining. Coach Jeff Chu of the Zephyrs has all 5 remaining. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office, and they accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives 1 smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Pacelli gets it into their offensive half of the court. Jaden Zadroik with Knackers guarding her. Lucy Norville on Shizeski down low. It's Ella Van Order with the ball, driving towards the baseline. She gives to Pionic as we approach a minute to go in the first half. A 25-point lead for the Zephyrs. The steal for McCauley, and Bitsy with the basket at the other end. just a suffocating brand of defense played by the Zephyrs here tonight, forcing turnover after turnover. Shot no good for Pionic. And now under a minute to go here in the first half. Home team up big and have all 5 timeouts of theirs remaining. Pulling up for 3, I believe her first attempt of the night from downtown is Autumn Crow. No good, a very capable 3-point shooter, but she's been doing her damage from inside tonight. Double dribble called on Brecken Britsky just into the game for the Zephyrs before the timeout break. As Kinsley Shirk takes it out, Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare / preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. Kinsley Shirk gives inside to Shizeski, and Shizeski on the board for her first points of the ball game. 15 seconds to go. We'll see if the Zephyrs hold for last shot. Autumn Crow, the leading scorer on the game, handling the point here. She spin moves on Pionic, kicks it out. This is McCauley for 3, strong, and 2 seconds to go for Shizeski. Pulls up 3/4 court, off to the right. And at the halftime break, the Zephyrs with a commanding 25-point lead. It's 41-16. We'll head to our halftime break and be back with leading scorers and foul trouble updates. You're watching WIAA Girls Basketball presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
We have members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Welcome back at the halftime break. Gunnar Zippert along with Katie Lecton from St. Mary Catholic High School in Neenah. It was a matchup of two of the top programs in the small school divisions in WIAA girls basketball, but it's a dominating lead for Division IV number 2 ranked St. Mary Catholic, 41-16. St. Mary ranked just behind Whitefish Bay Dominican in the Bound Zaleski polls. They're number 1 right now, the Knights of Dominican. And Pacelli, number 3 in the Division 5 rankings behind just Eliva Strom and Argyle Pecatonica. But at the break, it's a resounding lead for the Zephyrs. Leading scorer is Autumn Crow. She's got 21, including 8 baskets from the field, and she's gone 6 for 9, if I'm doing my math correctly. Pardon me, 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Lucy Knackers, as has been the case this season, second in scoring. She's got 11 points, and she's averaging 12 per game on the year, so she's well on pace to break that. For that matter, Autumn Crow averaging 22. She's already at 21, so she's probably going to eclipse that in this one. Other scorers on the game for St. Mary Catholic, Bitsy McCauley with 4 points, Gabby Guerrero with 1 three-pointer, and off the bench, Amelia Verlee with 2. On the other side, for the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals, leading scorer is Peyton Zadroik off the bench, the freshman with 6 points. Jaden Zadroik with 5 was held to just 1 field goal, a three-pointer in the first half. She's 2 for 2 at the line. Ella Van Order with 3 and Haley Shazeski with 2. As a team, the Cardinals at the line, 3 for 6. As Jaden Zadroik 2 for 2, Maddie Pionic 0 for 2, and Ella Van Order split a pair. And on the other side, for St. Mary Catholic in free throws, like we said, Autumn Crow 5 for 7, Lucy Knackers 4 for 4, so that gives you a team percentage of 9 for 11 at the line for the Zephyrs. In the first half, it was 6 team fouls for St. Mary Catholic. Gabby Guerrero and Piper Neubauer, each with 2. Amelia Verlee and Lucy Knackers with 1 apiece. And plenty of foul trouble for Pacelli. Jaden Zadroik with 3. Kinsley Shirk with 2. Haley Shazeski, I had 2 on her in my book. The official score had 3, but there was some confusion on what the turnover, one of her turnovers was, whether it was a travel or a offensive foul. I'm unsure if she has 2 or 3. We'll see when and if she commits her next foul in the second half. And then you got Peyton Zadroik with 1 foul. And the story of the first half was turnovers. By my count, Stevens Point, Pacelli with 15 in the first half. St. Mary's, to the credit of the Pacelli defense, they had 9 themselves, but the Zephyrs were able to take advantage of the turnovers much more than the Cardinals did. We're approaching 2 minutes remaining in the halftime break. We'll head back to a quick commercial update. You're watching WIAA Girls Basketball, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back on Zaleski Sports. The Stevens Point Pacelli starting five has been out near their free throw lines for a couple minutes now. Ella Van Order talking over how they want to approach the early portion of this first half, looking to come out strong. They're down by 25 to start our second frame here from St. Mary Catholic High School in Neenah. Tonight's game brought to you by Valley Communities Credit Union. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first, federally insured by NCUA. First possession for the Cardinals, looking to take care of the ball more than they did in the first half, and not the start they wanted as Autumn Crow picks up the steal. It was 15 turnovers for Pacelli in the first that set them back. The Zephyrs were able to do well enough in the half-court offense, but it was really their work in transition off steals that built them their big lead. Gabby Guerrero guarded by Jaden Zadroik. Guerrero with 2 fouls and a three-pointer in the first half. Autumn Crow with 21 points, make it 23. And she's already over her season average per game, and we have just started the second half. Skip pass over to Pionic. She'll take it across the timeline. Pacelli now heading left to right across your screen. Post-to-post pass from Shizeski to Van Order off the mark. St. Mary Catholic, one of the rare teams in the state where both the girls and boys basketball teams are ranked. The boys Zephyrs team, one of the top teams in the Big East, just like their girls' counterparts are. And a turnover forced by Pacelli. Nice pass from Zadroik to Van Order, and Ella will go to the line where she was 1 for 2 in the first half. That's going to be on Autumn Crow, her first. And Van Order, again, a 79% free throw shooter, one of the best on this Pacelli team. Does a nice job there for the first point of the half for the Cardinals. And this is uncharted territory for Pacelli. Was talking with our producer here, Katie Lecton, at the halftime break. On their win streak that they're on, they've been up big in all their games. So close games, and especially playing from behind, not something Pacelli's done much of this season, and this second half will be a really good experience for this team to prepare them for the state tournament. We're going to have a jump ball as we had a block on a Van Order shot there. Possession arrow favors St. Mary, and a bit of a press here from Pacelli. It's just going to be Van Order working the baseline. And for some way for Coach Smaglick's team, they've got to find a way to limit Autumn Crow. She's got 23 points, Lucy Knackers, number 15, second on the team for St. Mary. She's got 11. They're looking to work it inside for McCauley. Instead, Guerrero drives, and a steal for Pionic, but it was loose and taken right back by Crow. Thrown out of bounds. It'll stay with the Zephyrs. Zephyrs, I'm unsure if the meaning of it, if it technically means train, but the logo is a train for St. Mary Catholic. One other team in the state, I believe, is the Zephyrs as well. I want to say Benton, as Gabby Guerrero drives to the hoop. And I believe there was a AAA baseball team called the New Orleans Zephyrs, no longer in existence. Turned over, and down low it's Knackers. They get it to the corner for McCauley. Bitsy McCauley working the baseline, kicks to Guerrero. And something you got to love for Coach Chu of the Zephyrs as you watch your team every night. Every player on the floor right now, no seniors. It's all juniors and sophomores, so they're all going to be back next season contending for what will either be they've already won 4 Big East North titles in a row, could make it 5 this year, and next year it could be 6. Turned over off the inbound, Jaden Zadroik out in transition, and Zadroik is going to be the top defensive assignment for any team that plays Pacelli. And they were able to hold her to 5 points in the first half. Jaden's going to go with her right, goes right by Knackers. What a drive from Jaden Zadroik for her first points of the second half. She's got 7 to lead all Pacelli players. She pulls ahead of Peyton Zadroik, who had 6. And Crow down low gets fouled and will head back to the line. This is already her 5th different trip to the line tonight. That'll be on Maddie Pionic, her first. Team's first, both teams with 1 in the second half. First free throw, no good from Crow, as she was 5 for 7 in the first half, now 5 for 8. And she splits the pair of free throws to make it 6 for 9 on the evening. Non-conference game here tonight. Both of these teams have very challenging non-conference schedules coming up. Many of the Pacelli games, in fact, all of the Pacelli non-conference games are going to be on Zaleski Sports. Only 1 game for the rest of the season for this Pacelli girls team will not be on Zaleski Sports. That's on the 27th against Rosholt. But we will have the game the night before. That's next Monday against Auburndale in non-conference. A very good Eagles team that Pacelli will take on, another bigger school, as that was Crow with the basket to extend the lead to 29. It's turned over by Pacelli, and Crow back the other way. She gets blocked by Zadroik, and Jaden Zadroik, playing with 3 fouls, gets the clean block there. It'll be an inbound for the Zephyrs down low. Other non-conference games coming up the rest of the season for Pacelli. Off another block there from Kinsley Shirk. They're going to play D3, number 4, Wittenberg Burnham Wood, an undefeated Charger team. That game's on February 10th. Falling to the floor and heading to the line is Ella Van Order. And final non-conference game I had circled for this Cardinal team, Tuesday, February 3rd, they host Mosinee. Mosinee not ranked in Division III, but a very good 9-4 record, including 8-0 in conference play in the Great Northern. Ella Van Order, 3 for 3 from the line here in the second half. She's got 6 points. Can't get that one to go, and commentators jinx there, as she's 4 for 6 on the night. McCauley down low, gets her shot redirected, but a second chance here for the Zephyrs off the offensive rebound. McCauley goes baseline, and Zadroik with the help defense. Peyton, I should specify. But the foul is going to be on Kinsley Shirk, her 3rd, and I'm sure Coach Smaglick would have preferred it was Peyton Zadroik picking up her 2nd, but not the case. At the line, it's Bitsy McCauley wasting no time. It's always interesting to see which players have the elaborate free throw warm-up. McCauley just 2 dribbles, and she knocks down both. 62% shooter on the year, but 100% here tonight. 13.5 remaining and a 30-point lead for St. Mary Catholic. Nice pass from Jaden Zadroik to Ella Van Order. And that was one of the better press breaks on the evening for Pacelli. They work it to the corner for Knackers and down low. Kicked back out to the right wing. Lucy Norville held off the score sheet thus far as they go back inside to McCauley, and she'll go back to the free throw line. Norville, the lone starter, yet to score for the Zephyrs. That's going to be on Pionic, her second, both coming here in the second half. Third team foul on Pacelli. And again, McCauley, straight to business, makes a free throw. Checking in for the shooter is number 22, Piper Neubauer. She's got 2 fouls of her own that kept her out for much of the first half. McCauley 4 for 4 at the line. She's got 8 points, and she'll take a seat. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors bring top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Van Order kicks to the corner. Pionic skip pass. Nice find for Zadroik. And Jaden's three-pointer no good, but Peyton with the offensive board. The freshman's shot off the mark, and Crow grabs the board. Crow looking to push it. She finds Knackers. Knackers bobbled it there, eventually converts on the fast break for her first points of the half. And the full court press, first forcing another turnover. Nice job by Peyton Zadroik to strip the ball. She gets it to head to Van Order. Van Order driving, shot no good, no foul called either way. And now Knackers back the other way. She gets her shot swatted. Again, Jaden Zadroik with the clean defense, and she gets the block. Inbound underneath will be Gabby Guerrero. She's got 3 points and 2 fouls. With Neubauer now in the game, looking to get on the board for the first time, as well as Norville, number 3. And the inbound comes to Neubauer. Back to Guerrero in the corner. Baseline drive, found some space, throws it up wildly with the left hand. And off the mark. Rebound to Jaden Zadroik. Jaden looking to push it. And a reach in there by Guerrero, but nice find from Zadroik to Pionic. Great baseline cut from Maddie, and she's got her first points of the ball game. Crow manning the offense, looking to go to Neubauer, but Pionic gives her a dribble back by touching it and knocking it loose. They go inside to Crow. Crow against Pionic, clean defense, but a clean shot. As Crow has 7 here in the second half. Jaden Zadroik with the drive. She'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be on Crow, her second, team's third. As Zadroik heads to the line. Recently crossing the 1,000-point mark in her high school career. That was on December 29th. Congratulations to Jaden, just in her junior season. Already over 1,000. Playing varsity minutes since her freshman year. Can't get the first free throw to go. She was 2 for 2 in the first half, and now 3 for 4 on the game. Crow with 2 fouls. Gives it over to Norville, and they're going to feed inside for Knackers. Good defense by Jaden again. Out of bounds off of the junior point guard. Upcoming schedule immediately for both of these teams. We'll start with the road team. Pacelli hosting Auburndale on Monday before hosting Rosholt on Tuesday. The Auburndale game will be on Zaleski Sports. Before next Friday, heading to Wild Rose. And that game will also be on Zaleski Sports. And in fact, 4 different Pacelli games coming up next week on Zaleski. Monday, the girls host Auburndale. Tuesday, the boys are at Iola Scandinavia before the boys host Wild Rose on Thursday, and the girls are at Wild Rose on Friday. Guerrero goes inside to Neubauer. Her pass is tipped. In the short corner is Norville. Her pass gets tipped, and a steal for Pacelli. Pionic will man the point, gives to Jaden Zadroik. Head fake, nice baseline drive. And Crow to the floor. Shot no good for Jaden Zadroik. and a second chance attempt from Shirk off the mark. Nice job by Pionic to force it loose, but the Zephyrs maintain possession. Neubauer drives with the left, and a steal for Pacelli. Back-to-back turnovers forced by the defense of the red and blue. Pionic pulls up for three, and Crow with the rebound. Crow out in transition, gives to Knackers, and yet again, Jaden Zadroik with a swat. That's her third of the half. Zadroik on the season averaging 17.4 points, 6.5 rebounds, 7 assists, nearly 7 steals. I did not write down the block number, but she's got 3 here tonight. Couple of subs coming in for the Zephyrs. Bitsy McCauley, as well as our national anthem singer, Mina Jackson. Foul is on Peyton Zadroik, her second. 4th team foul. They get it to Guerrero, the runner in the lane for Gabby Guerrero. She's got 7 points. They work it inside to Shizeski with the size advantage, and Haley Shizeski with her first points of the half. 58-27, Zephyrs on top. And a steal again, this time for Jaden Zadroik. Pionic will bring it across the timeline, and she's guarded by Jackson. Her pass inside for Peyton was nearly stolen. Great matchup on the defensive end here of Crow versus Jaden Zadroik. And looking like Jaden was going to be able to work her way to a tough bucket there, but a tough bounce. And the Zephyrs get the stop. Guerrero kicks it out to Autumn Crow. On the game, 28 points, looking across over to the 30-point mark as we approach 9 minutes to go. 75% of the way done in this one as we're into the unofficial 4th quarter. Samantha Sankey's going to check in for the Cardinals. They go inside to Shizeski, and the ball is stripped. The Cardinals able to keep hold of the ball better in the second half here. Just 4 turnovers compared to their 15 in the first, but St. Mary's done a nice job on their offensive end of the court, attacking the Cardinal defense. Samantha Sankey into the game, the 5'6" senior, as well as her senior classmate, Ella Van Order, as the 2 freshmen are going to come out for the 2 seniors, Peyton Zadroik and Shirk to the bench. Jaden Zadroik still playing with 3 fouls, but has done a good job not to pick up her 4th, as her team has needed her in the second half. Sankey with her first touch of the ball game. They're going to look to Zadroik. Instead, Ella Van Order pulls up for 3, just short, and the kick-out pass eventually finds its way into the hands of Pionic. Sankey open for 2, and they're going to give Jaden a shot. Jaden off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, and eventually Crow corrals it for the Zephyrs. 8 minutes to go as Lucy Norville checks back in for St. Mary. Guerrero gives it outside to McCauley. Crow inside, blocked by Zadroik, her 4th of the half. Jaden ahead to Pionic. She's got Van Order. Van Order fumbled it, does not travel, and she will be called for a jump down low. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals. Lucy Norville back, as well as Brecken Britsky, the sophomore, number 14, for the Zephyrs. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at NicolayBank.com. 3-pointer for Zadroik, her 2nd of the game, and she's got 11 points. Top scorer for the Cardinals, and she's been in for, I believe, the entire ball game. No rest for Pacelli's leading scorer. McCauley into the lane. The runner is short, but an easy offensive rebound for Jackson. Her shot is blocked, and eventually Pacelli up with it. It's a 2-on-2. Shizeski slows things down. Gives to Zadroik. Zadroik around Neubauer. And again, no luck on the bounce, but Sankey for three. Right to Shizeski, nice dribble into the lane. And it looked like Shizeski was going to convert. Instead, it's Van Order with an offensive board. Great effort by the Cardinals on the offensive glass here in the second half. Just not able to convert on layups. From the corner, it's Norville. Up top for Britsky. Britsky and Guerrero, the two sophomore contributors for this Zephyr team. Otherwise, it's mainly the juniors doing the majority of the work. Couple of seniors on the roster who we've yet to see, Audrey Weber and Bella Woodbridge. Jaden Zadroik into the lane. And they're going to give it into Van Order. Van Order working against Britsky, and Van Order using her size to her advantage. Ella Van Order with a very nice second half. She's got 5 points in the half. The lead has been cut to 58-32. They're looking to go inside to Jackson. Instead, she screens for McCauley. McCauley with a swarm of Cardinal defenders, kicks it to Neubauer. And Piper Neubauer with her first points of the night. Five and a half to go. Skip pass from Jaden Zadroik, and this has been a very free-flowing game. We've only had the 2 timeouts called, both by Coach Smaglik of Pacelli. Coach Chu has all 5 remaining. Zadroik into the lane, kicks to Shizeski. They try to go into Peyton Zadroik, but it was telegraphed, and Neubauer with the steal. 5th turnover of the half for Pacelli. St. Mary with 4 in the half. But St. Mary has been able to extend their halftime lead of 25 out to 28. Neubauer for 3 off to the right, but an offensive board for McCauley gives Zephyrs second life. Mina Jackson out to Britsky for 3. And another offensive board, this time for McCauley. She got 2 on that possession. Her shot is blocked. Zadroik looking inside for Van Order. Van Order 5'9", working against the 5'3", Brecken Britsky. A tie-up will give the Zephyrs possession. 2 juniors into the game. Hallie Jansen, number 4, for her first minutes. She'll handle the ball here. Actually, she'll give it right back to Britsky. And number 33, Amelia Verlee, who had 2 points in the first half, on for the first time in the second. And a new player also checking in, Bella Woodbridge, the senior for St. Mary. They go inside to Jackson. Jackson sang our national anthem. Long 2 for Lucy Norville. Goes down. No, she was behind the line. A 3-pointer for Lucy Norville, and she's on the board. All 5 starters have scored for Coach Chu. Kicked to Shizeski, driving the lane, and one, Haley Shizeski. She'll head to the line for the first time tonight. 63-34 off the makes from Norville and Shizeski. Shizeski with 6 points, looking to make it 7 as Woodbridge checks in for Jackson. Jackson with the foul. Her first, team's 4th. Free throw no good for Haley. Britsky with Sankey on her, nearly stolen. It's Hallie Jansen, the junior in the corner. She finds Norville, the game's newest scorer. And eventually, I think her shot was blocked, and Pacelli takes over. Pulling up for 3, Peyton Zadroik, a little bit short, and Norville corrals the rebound. Four team fouls for either side, but we're approaching 3 minutes to go. Doesn't appear like either team will reach the bonus. Turned over here, a 2-on-1 if they can execute. Shizeski's got Van Order with her, and Shizeski does a nice job to just get to the line. It'll be Verlee with the foul. It's going to be Amelia's second foul. Shizeski unable to complete the 3-point play on her last trip. She'll have 2 shots here. Gets that one to go. Shooting 44% on the year, 50% here tonight. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes this winter. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. Both free throws knocked down by Haley Shizeski. She's got the last 4 points for the Cardinals and 8 on the game. They go inside to Verlee, kicked to Norville. Hallie Jansen. They work it to the right side, and Verlee downside. Ala Van Order with the defense, forcing the missed shot. Shizeski looking to the other side. Sankey left open for 3 on the wing. No good, but Zadroik with the offensive rebound. Jaden with the left-handed layup, not giving up on the play. And she's got 13 points to lead the Cardinals, along with 4 blocks here in the second half. We are approaching 2 minutes to go. They go inside to Jansen looking for her first points. Instead, Norville with the left-handed shot was forced well wide by a Pacelli defender. Shizeski with the help defense. 2 minutes to go. A 25-point lead for St. Mary. 3-pointer, no good from Zadroik, as Pacelli's just looking to finish strong here against one of their toughest opponents on the season. And we're going to have the first time out of the game called by head coach Jeff Chu. He'll just use the timeout to get his sub into the game. Number 20, Paxton Trinkner, on for the Zephyrs. As all the starters on the bench now for Coach Chu. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Coming up at the conclusion of this one, Hallie Jansen looking inside for Woodbridge, the senior, posting up Sankey. They work it down low. It's Jansen with the left-handed shot, and Hallie Jansen on the board. Averaging 1.5 points on the year. She's got 2 here tonight. And Zadroik into the lane. Shot just rims out, but she gets fouled on her second chance attempt, and Jaden will head to the line. Foul's going to be on Verlee, her third. 6th team foul. But again, at this point in the game, not worried about Verlee fouling out, as there's under a minute 30 to go. Minute 16 to be specific. Zadroik now 4 for 5 at the line, make it 4 for 6. Unable to make that second one. And it's a 26-point lead for St. Mary, as they're going to post an impressive non-conference victory. They've got tough non-conference games coming up against Brillion, Laconia, and Winneconne, all D3 teams, all on the road. Winneconne, the best of those teams right now. They're ranked in the D3 polls. And in terms of the playoffs, the Zephyrs sectional is brutal. 8 of the teams in their sectional have been ranked at some point this year in Division 4, including number 7 Bonduel and Manitowoc Lutheran, who's in their conference. Coming up, in fact, St. Mary's next game next Tuesday at Manitowoc Lutheran before hosting Howard's Grove next Friday. And again, in terms of coming up on Zaleski Sports, tomorrow you've got Kaukauna boys basketball hosting Appleton East, as well as Eau Claire Memorial on the boys' side against Chippewa Falls. On Saturday, we've got a doubleheader from the Oshkosh Arena. Crivets hosting 2 non-conference games. The boys against Oconto Falls at 3 p.m. But first, at noon, the Crivets Wolverines hosting Wasaukie from the home of the Wisconsin Herd, as the clock will run out on this one. Also on Saturday, the Deer District Showcase from Fiserv Forum. 12 boys basketball teams, including 8 teams from the home of the Mucky Bucks, will have all 6 games. But in this one here on Thursday, 65-39, our final score. St. Mary Catholic, the Division 4 number 2, taking down the Division 5 number 3 Pacelli by 26. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield or Curtis, or at nasonvilledairy.com. We'll have an interview with Coach Chu, as well as a player of his choosing being put in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Stay tuned after this message from Nasonville Dairy.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Welcome back on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. A 65-39 win for St. Mary Catholic, the number 2 team in the state in Division 4. We'll have an interview with Coach Jeff Chu coming up here as he makes his way towards center court. And then we'll be talking to Autumn Crow, our highlight house player of the game.
Anyway, good to see you. I'll talk to you later.
Coach Chu, a big win for you guys against another great non-conference opponent. You guys have had a tough non-conference schedule. What has it been like this season, not just with Big East play, but really strengthening your schedule in the non-conference portion?
We're playing well. We're doing things as a team, and we have some people score some games, and other games other people score. But no, we're playing well as long as we can play full court.
And something I noticed when prepping for the game, you had 7 seniors from a year ago graduating, 5 of your top 6 scorers. You got a pretty young group here, no seniors in the starting lineup. How has this particular group of girls, many of whom were on JV last year, really become cohesive as the season's gone along, getting used to each other?
We had 4 that played sometimes last year, but the rest of the team just came together, and everybody does their little part of the team and steps up, and that's how we've played well.
Yeah, it's not often. Like I noticed, Guerrero didn't even play on varsity last year, and now she's starting. So it's not often you see that. But you guys are with another great record this season. And coming up, you're back into Big East play next week at Manitowoc Lutheran before hosting Howards Grove. The team's right behind you in the standings. What challenge do those two teams pose for you guys?
Manitowoc Lutheran is bigger than us, and stronger than us, and they are a very physical team.
Thank you very much, Coach. Congrats on the win. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
And our highlight house player of the game, Autumn Crow. Autumn, 28 points tonight. You had 21 in the first half. It was really working for you guys on the defensive end in the first half. You were forcing turnover after turnover. Was that the game plan coming into this one, that sort of suffocating defense?
Yeah, I think that's what we look to do against most teams, is to press and get a lead early on with our defense. And I think that most of our team, we're all pretty fast, so I think that really helps us.
You guys, like I was talking with Coach Chu, you've had a really tough schedule. You're only lost to Oostburg, one of the top teams in D3. You've got a bunch of D3 teams coming up. You think this sort of schedule is really going to prepare you guys when it comes to the playoffs and looking to get back to the Resch this year?
Yeah, I think as we play tougher competition coming up, it'll really prepare us and help us going forward.
What's it been like for you with this group of girls, some of whom weren't even on varsity last year, getting used to your new teammates as 7 seniors from a year ago graduate? What have you liked about this specific group of girls this season?
It's obviously a completely different dynamic. Last year we had more post players, and I had a different role in the team. But this year, I think that, like I said earlier, we've been pushing the pace and looking to play faster, which, as we play to our strengths, it really helps us.
And you guys have bbeen playing certainly well. You're 7-0 in Big East play. You're in first, but Manitowoc Lutheran right behind you. What are you looking forward to the second time you face them on the road this time, coming up on Tuesday against the Lancers?
Yeah, obviously they're a great team, so I'm really excited, and I think our team is pretty excited to play them and get another shot at them this year.
Thank you very much, Autumn. One final thing, we'll put you in the highlight house. I'll just hand you the mic. I'll count you down. You'll look at our camera right there, and you'll just say, "I'm Autumn Crow, and I'm in the house."
Okay.
There you go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Autumn Crow, and I'm in the house.
Thank you very much. Best of luck the rest of the season. St. Mary Catholic improves to 15-1. Pacelli falls to 10-2. Thank you very much for joining us. Gunnar Zippert along with Katie Lecton. In terms of Pacelli broadcasts, we've got plenty for you next week. Monday and Friday of next week, we've got the girls team, and Tuesday and Thursday next week, the boys. From St. Mary High School, one more time, for Katie Lecton, I'm Gunnar Zippert. Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our Top Wash The Works is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
Hello, Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Felt's Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.